executing that task, man. And our task to come out to the highways and byways, man. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to bid our people into the marriage. They don't understand that. What people don't understand is that if the Most High not dealing with you, you're not going to get this. And for a lot of our people, we've had people say, oh, my grandma read the Bible from front to back, but did she get any understanding? I don't know. Yeah, they still lost in the sauce. Still lost in the sauce, man.
Still eating pork?
Yeah, I bet. Thank you.
You read the whole Bible, but you still eating pork.
Yeah.
So you ain't understanding.
So see, we have a lot of scoffers that come up and try to say, well, you guys are just picking out scriptures that, you know, benefit your cause.
Yep.
But we don't do that. You guys go out and read the scriptures, and you just only go follow the ones that benefit you. Because you read that don't eat pork, that's an abomination to the most, you know, to the Lord, and you still eat pork. You want to act like that scripture don't exist. Or you men out there want to grow your hair out and act like the scripture that says long hair is an abomination to a man.
Right.
And you want to just act like that don't exist. That's why this image right here is the biggest hypocrisy in the the whole world.
It is,
How is it that the scripture says long hair is an abomination for the Lord, but you got Jesucristo, who these people call Jesus Christ, the Son of Man, or the Son of the Most High, has long hair. What makes him an exception?
Blue eyes, pale skin.
He still had to follow the law.
Man. Right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's James 1:22. Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Right.
For if any be hearer of the word and not doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. He's a hypocrite. You know, looking at his own self. You know.
So like in the book of like for this, you have somebody in church now have dreads, and they'll be like, you shouldn't have dreads. And they'll be like, yeah, but you know, it said judge not, you be not judged. But see, what you're doing, you're being partial in the law.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to have long hair, but then at the same time you want to try and be righteous, trying. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be in church anyway, but you know. So,
you have these Catholics out there, man. You bring out this whole thing about that long hair, and they try to say, well, that's why he came back to do away with sin, that he forgive us. That's the spirit. The Most High Himself says it in the Gospels, man.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, pull that out.
Matthew 5:17. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Right. So don't think that He came away so that you can eat pork, or don't think that He came to die for you can eat pork or grow your hair out like a faggot. Don't think that because He came back to to die that you can fuck a dude or go around being a hoe. Didn't you just making the whole purpose of Him, coming up for us and dying for us, a hypocrisy?
Yep. So that in Hebrew, man. And the back, the brother, when he said He comes to fulfill, that didn't mean that He just came to do all the laws, and then for Him to go away and say, okay, I've done all the laws, so you don't have to do them anymore. When He said He comes to fulfill, He comes to fulfill prophecy that the prophets spoke about in the Old Testament. That's what it meant by He came to fulfill. That's what that meant by.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Right.
This is verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
That's what Scripture should say, man. Even the littlest one that you break, the one that you think, well, he ain't gonna, this was just a little one. I'm go ahead and eat this bitch out. And I know she got a man. You're gonna get put to death. You're gonna be a servant in the kingdom, man, and you're gonna be part of Israel, man. You're gonna be just a commoner in the kingdom.
I got a script for you, bro. It's Sirach 32, verse 17. A simple man will not be reproved, but furnish an excuse according to his will.
Right.
So here, you can't reprove me. You be like, brother, that's wrong because you're breaking this law or that. But he find an excuse. Well, the Most High, he know that I got to do this, or he know that I got to do that. Every time you try to reprove him, you can't. He find an excuse according to his own will, or on why he can't follow that law. You know what I mean?
And even his own will is in his own will. That's just the veil that the Most High put in front of him. Because the Scriptures also say the way of man is not in his own.
Right. There's no such thing as free will, because in the 1 Corinthians it says you are bought with the price. When you buy something, that means that's your possession. Right. So with that being said, if I possess you, that means that you can't do what you want. You're my property. So we had to do what he told us to do. Why the scripture said, and this is conclusion, it said, fear the Most High, this inclusion all men, fear the Most High and keep his commandments.
That's right.
That's it.
The Most High really came back, like brother edified me on. He came back to forgive us for the sins that we had no control over. Like if a man's out or whatever with his brothers, and he has a woman come up to him and say, no, I don't have a man, and then he go home and pop her when she really did have a man.
Yeah.
Right.
And she fooled him, man, but he didn't know that. So you know the Most High, you know, it wasn't like he knew she had a man or whatever, or
right.
like when you go to these restaurants, you got pork cooked on the same grill that you cook your turkey on or your burger or whatever, man.
Right.
The same thing.
Or like when you go to the store, you buy a shirt, it could be 90% cotton and 10% polyester. So you know some things you just can't control, man.
That's right. That's what I was trying to pull out. The things that we can't control is why he was, you know.
All things are lawful, but not expedient.
That's right. Because for one, we can't control that transgender walk by. Nope. But we was to kill him, what's going to happen? We end up going to jail.
But that's a lawful thing to do, right?
So we can only keep as many commandments as we can. That's what faith is. You know what I'm saying?
I got scriptures like he said about faith. This is Galatians 3 and 11. But that no man is justified by the law in the sight of God, it is evident. For the just shall live by faith. And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them.
That's right there. See, people who come up to us and say, well, how do you know that who you call Jesus Christ was a real person? Or how do you know that the scriptures are real? That they weren't just written down by some crazy men? But that's because that's the faith that we have. That's the faith in the Most High and the faith in these scriptures. And that's how we know these things to be true. We don't come out here and some bullshit that some crackhead came up with, man. We come up here with the knowledge of the Most High. We don't just follow what other people say like you other peons do. We go, we hear something, we go look into the history, we look into the etymology of the, you know, of the scriptures, and we figure things out for ourselves.
Anybody got something? You got something?
No.
I want to back you up on the whole faith thing. Let's go back to Thomas. This is the book of John. This is John chapter 20, verse 25. The other disciples, 24. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. That's not the point. But the whole point is that Thomas said he didn't see the Lord, so he didn't believe that the Lord came back. And also it said the doors were shut, and Yahushua stood in the midst of them. That go back to teleportation. People, you know, that go over some people's heads. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands. And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side. And be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
Right. That's the point, man. That's why we're out here faithfully and boldly calling out on the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
Come.
Because we have that faith. And we have that fear, which is the love of the Most High.
Come.
And we also got the faith that you so-called white people are going to be put to death. They're going to be our slaves in the kingdom.
Yep,
that's right.
That's right, man. That's the faith, man. For you
that's
to have
the faith
of the saints. So all these people that in these churches talking about some of the saint this, the saint that, you don't even know what the word saint is. A saint is a noble person. We're noble people because we're royal. So nobody else on the earth can be called Christians or saints, man.
Right. That's the spirit. I got a little snippet on those people who in the church, they think they know, you know, the scriptures and all that, and they know what faith is, and they really don't. No. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
No.
And that's what these people are in the church, man. They go every Sunday or Saturday, or you got a lot of these Latino old women that go to these churches every day. And they don't learn a damn thing, man. They're ever seeking the truth and the knowledge, but they don't learn a damn thing, man.
They just there to gossip, talk about each other, talk about the woman that's not there and whatnot.
Right.
Yep. A bunch of hypocrites.
Yep. I saw Sister Nancy at the club last night. He was out on some other woman.
Well, they talk about their children.
Yeah.
You heard he got arrested, or you heard he dropped out of school. I don't know how that woman's putting up with him.
He got 6
The whole time there, they read like 3 scriptures.
Yup.
And then they doing the work of the Most
High.
High.
Fashion show. I'm looking all good and shit.
I think it's more than ain't it, but they go into that about the women on it.
Yeah, right before that.
Yeah.
It says this is going up to. I go up to 5. I don't.
Any brother got that 1611.
Well, I go to 2. I'll start at 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, coveters, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection.
That's today's age, man.
That's right. And this was written thousands of years ago, man.
Come on, man.
And how man, it's
There
just
was never a time like that before, like that,
right,
man. That's why we have faith, man.
truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Us.
That's right. Traitors, hating, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Come.
That describes 98% of this whole nation, man. Hate. Let me read that again. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, man. People go out to these clubs, they buy themselves brand new Jordans, they out here being gluttonous, pigging out,
Oh,
you
that
know,
pork tastes good. Let me eat this.
going out to these wicked ass concerts, you know, enjoying that weed, all that, man.
Adultery.
But then you tell them about who they really are, and you tell them the good news, the gospel. They want to say, man, what the hell are you talking about, man? I'm trying to sit here and smoke this blunt, man. You coming up to me with this bullshit, man.
Killing my high.
You killing my high, bro. That walk by be like, man, people love everybody. Keep walking.
Yeah, man.
You guys don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all haters, man.
Hate monger.
Yeah.
Like, you damn right we hate you damn white people.
Damn right, man. They even hate 2/3 of our own people.
That's right.
Man. We hate them even more, man. Cause they love these devils, man. They love these devils. They holding them up, man. They holding society up. You know?
And they're the reason why Yahweh hasn't made a return, you know?
Yeah,
Because they're slowing down the elect, man.
They're slowing up the fucking process, man. That's what they doing.
The brothers
man.
that haven't woken up, they're busy with these damn 2/3, man. So
Right.
that's why they haven't woke up yet.
Yep.
They're just gonna take that one, you know, that one slap to the face from the Most High to wake their asses up.
Yep.
Whether it be a martial troop come in and put a gun to his family and blast him all the way for him to realize it, and so be it.
Done. Hey,
But then it might be too damn late.
That's the spirit. I was gonna say, if that's the case, then it's just too late for him.
That's
then,
right.
man. You know.
You might as well just jump off the top of a building, man.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta try and take yourself off.
Going on that faith, I'll skip down to 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
And that's beautiful you brought that out, and that goes back to that video you put up about your nephew.
Right.
That's beautiful. That is a child. That right there is actually what's going to lead to his salvation, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's instilled in his mind, man, to be pure. That's beautiful.
I had my girl, she was at my mom's house the other day, and she started texting me, why is your nephew saying all these things, you know, about the Bible? Like, he's little, he shouldn't be saying these things, you know, this shouldn't be on his mind. Man, that's what's going to save him.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't write nothing back to her because I ain't going to waste my time going back and forth with her. I already told her.
She has no faith, man.
That's right, man. She has faith in this world, man.
And another thing is, like, I be telling my nephews, talking to them about the truth, and my mom be like, don't confuse them, they're little kids. Like, they're old enough to understand. Right? One of them's 9 years old. He's getting to the age where he becomes a man. So he needs to get this truth.
So that when he does, you know, he fully dedicates himself to the Most High.
They trying to say that he don't know you can confuse him. This is what it says in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20, verse 11. Chapter 20, verse 11 is 11. Even a child is known by his doings, whether his works be pure and whether it be right. And that all stems from who he's taught by, right? So the child minded is fine. You got all these little boys out here fucking nay and shit.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. that boy is gonna grow up to be a man. As soon as the child comes out, that child's a penis, that's a boy. He's gonna become a man one day. He's a man that day he comes out. You don't treat him like a little child or a little toy. And that's how they grow up to be effeminate and to be emotional, man. You're supposed to raise him up from a man.
Now all the kids doing it nowadays is watching TV and playing these dumbass video games. It just makes them stupider and stupider every day.